The Metrobus fire filled the 9th Street tunnel with smoke. So many of you still talking about this story. The chaos led to some major traffic headaches for commuters yesterday.
Now, as commuters head out, we're tracking the impact and what it means for you on your drive this morning. And our Jess Arnold live in Northwest D.C. with a look at the road closures and what we're learning this morning. Jess, good morning.
Good morning. Well, I actually have some good news here for you. O ye of little faith, when I said I wasn't sure it wasn't going to be cleaned up in time for the morning commute. Let me give you a look at what we are seeing now from our vantage point here on C Street Northwest. Where's the debris? It's gone. Within this last hour, they have cleaned this up. We see crews actively trying to get this tunnel, this road, ready for that morning commute so as to not cause any more delays. We're still waiting for that official update from officials to say that they have cleared it and that these roads will reopen again for traffic. So as soon as we have that, we'll pass it along to you. But we also know that engineers spent hours overnight inspecting damage to this tunnel to make sure that it was still safe for cars, for more buses to drive under. And by now, as Simone was mentioning, you have probably seen those photos, those videos online on social media of that intense plume of smoke that was coming out of this 9th Street tunnel just hours ago, just last night. WMATA GM Randy Clark said they are taking all 32 of the buses that are in that fleet, which was a hybrid diesel, out of service today to be inspected, but they don't anticipate that part of this impacting commuters. Now here's what officials say happened. Right in the middle of the evening commute, around 6:30 at night, a Metrobus suddenly caught fire inside the 9th Street tunnel. The bus was out of service at the time though, so there were no passengers on board and the driver was able to make it out safely on their own. Now right now, officials don't know what caused the fire, but believe it is mechanical in nature.
I saw the bus go by, and then all of a sudden I guess the bus had stopped, but I wasn't paying attention, and I saw a flash of light, and then I looked up and people started honking, and I don't know if they were honking to notify the bus driver, but the bus driver, I guess, had already gotten off. And then once I started hearing the honking, you started seeing like the flames coming out the back of the bus. And yeah, people were just honking, and then people kind of froze. And so it was kind of like some people were going around.
You know, Randy Clark said the bus had just passed inspection last month. Firefighters say it took 41 units, over 100 people to tackle this fire. They had to walk those heavy hoses hundreds of feet inside that tunnel to make sure they were accessing the flames here. Now, when it comes to that person you just heard from, Ashley Jamison, as you heard, she saw this all happen. She said she was able to get around that bus and get out of the tunnel, but we know that there were a lot of drivers who were trapped in their cars and ended up having to abandon those cars. We get more updates about the morning commute, about the investigation. We'll, of course, pass them along to you. Marcella.
All right, Jess, I know you'll stay on top of it. We'll stay on top of it back here in the studio as well. And as just mentioned, they are cleaning up, but as of this moment, 9th Street tunnel still remains closed because of that Metrobus fire last night. Constitution Avenue, not going to have a problem making it past there. So your alternate routes this morning, 12th Street for access to Main Street, and then use 7th Street to access the eastbound freeway. And we'll, of course, let you know as soon as that closure is lifted.